Hello guys, it's iPhone season again, and you know what that means. We're back with another iPhone video, and I'm also going to be talking about some of my favorite iOS 17 features. I've been using the beta for so long that I don't remember what was new in this update, but I've watched a couple of videos and it refreshed my memory a little bit, so I'll talk about that. But first, I wanted to show you how the 15 Pro looks different from the 14 Pro because I do still have my phone here. And the reason why I wanted to change my phone was mainly because of the battery life on the 14 Pro. Mine was at like 80 and I wasn't even using it heavily. So I wanted to change it, and also of the new action button on the 15 Pro, which I think is really cool. It was like long overdue, but yeah. So here you can see them side by side. As you can see, the 15 Pro is a lot more rounded at the edges, the bevels, and the edge of the phone is also not shiny anymore. And obviously the main difference, Action Pro. The screen size is actually the same as the previous one, which is the 14 Pro, but the bezels are thinner, so the entire phone is a little bit smaller. So the old cases won't work with your new phone, which is a bummer because I do have a lot of 14 Pro cases, but I will be keeping this for other things, maybe just for filming some reels or TikToks. But yeah, I do have this phone, and for my phone case, I have this phone case from Taurus, and I also got the official Apple silicone one in clay, and I'm thinking about getting the pink, but I don't know how much I trust this, so I'm just not gonna get it for the time being. And I really wanted to show you guys this case from Taurus because, as you guys know, I really love the Apple transparent case, but they don't have the bottom protection, so I got this one this time, and it has this ring thing that you can pop out and you can use it as a stand. You can stand it up like this, so I could like do this and do my makeup, whatever. You can also rotate it so you can stand it like so, and it's really cute. And when I'm reading, I can also just wrap my fingers around here and use it as a regular pop socket, and when I want to use it, I can just flip it right back. And it also works with MagSafe. But my only complaint with this is when you're using regular MagSafe cases, they have a little vertical line over here. So when you use your MagSafe wallet or anything else, it snaps into place and it doesn't rotate. So it's like snapped into place. But on this one, it literally rotates with the phone because the ring on here, it rotates. So that's a little bit annoying, but I'm fine because I'm gonna stop using this anyway because I do have a card wallet coming in the mail. But yeah, that's the look of my phone so far. I just got my shipment from Hong Kong and like the day before yesterday, and I'm gonna stick some stickers on it one day, probably maybe put some photos in there, but for now I'm enjoying the clean look and it's really nice. So let's get into what's actually in the phone. So first things first, as you can see, I have my lock screen wallpaper of both of my dogs because obviously they're the best. Wait, let me scoot you over. Because obviously they are the best. And I think in iOS 7, they have this new feature which let you show your live photos in your lock screen. So you can just add a lock screen and select live photo, and it can play any live photo for you. So for example, this one, you can say add, and every time I unlock my phone, I will see it animate, and that is really cute. I've really missed the live photo feature, but this photo was a burst, so I don't have a live version of that. And for my widgets, I just have the weather because I'm not used to Vancouver weather yet. And I also have time zones. So I have Hong Kong, which is where my parents are, and London, where all of my friends are, and Seoul for like K-pop updates. And I just have my Fantastical on the top here. And for my always on display, I did choose for it to not show my wallpaper, just for it to save a little bit of battery. But I do like having the time on here because when I'm having class, I just stand my phone right in front of my computer and I can look at the time at all times. That's really great. So for my widgets page, I actually have very few things here now. So these are basically the same. I have my batteries and I have my reminders. I don't know why I have a duplicate. Maybe I will delete one. And then I also have my calendar timeline view. What's new in iOS 17 is that you can actually interact with widgets now. So you can just click to complete a reminder, which is also why for these legacy widgets, I just deleted most of them. I used to have one for a tracker, but I don't have it now because I can just interact with the regular widget. But this is Mo's, where I track my income and spendings. And then for my first page, wait, let me talk about the icons. So the icons I got for free on Handy from a creator called, I got this pack from a creator called Sunny. You can get it on the Handy app. I also designed some icon packs, but I'm just not using the ones I designed for now because I was just feeling something new. So these packs, the My Melody and Kurumi one, are both free. You can just download it for free. So I have the Fantastic calendar up here. It's not a stack. And as I said before, widgets are now interactive. So you can just switch the date and you can press into any date to see what's going on that day. And you can just also go to today and you can also finish tasks right on here. And it's really fun because it's been a long time coming. And then I also have the weather because it rains all the time here and I need to know when it's not gonna rain. And I also have Marvis, which is my music player for Apple Music, and you can also play music right from here. And that is a step up from the official Apple Music widget because you can only play and pause on the music one, I think. And that is really dumb. Like, look, you can only play music from here, and that is really stupid. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, I just have it here. And then for the bottom row, I chose this wallpaper because I really love this design. It's not from the same pack as my icons, but it's from the same creator, but it is a paid pack, so just look into that. And I have my phone, and one thing that shook me about moving here was how often you have to call people. It's really annoying. In Hong Kong, you basically never call people, but maybe it's because I'm in charge of a lot more things now, but I don't know why you have to call people for everything. So I just have my phone here, and also my reminders. And then I have my bank app, and then Aura, which is for the Aura ring. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's this ring over here that I scratched the other day, which made me want to cry because this is expensive. But basically, it is a health tracking ring where you just wear it and it tracks your sleep for the main thing, and it also tracks your temperature and also tracks your activity, like your exercise, like walks and stuff. And it basically not replaced, but for the better part, it replaced the Apple Watch for me because my Apple Watch battery life, it requires one charge a day. But for my Aura ring, I could go by with like 2 days consecutively forgetting to charge it, and that is nicer. And it's also less intrusive when I sleep because it's just on my finger, and once you get used to it, you really don't feel it. But a watch is harder to ignore. And I also like having more space for bracelets on my arm, and I also like showing my tattoos. So I only wear my watch if I specifically go out to work out because I feel like for the workouts, my watch is more accurate, and for the steps as well. This is mainly super accurate for sleep, but it's not super good for activity. But yeah, Aura ring, it's been a thing for a while, but I've only just gotten it. And I also got my sister one for her birthday because she is sometimes allergic on her wrist, so she has to take off her watch and she can't wear it when she sleeps, so it's better if she has a ring to track her sleep with. So that's the apps on my first page. And on the bottom page, I also have my Apple Music. And the reason I didn't put Marvis is because I just feel like the navigation is nicer on here. I use Marvis mainly just for the interactive widgets. And then I have Safari, which I use to track my packages and Google stuff. And then I have my messages, and then Obsidian. So Obsidian is, I've mentioned it, I have a lot of videos on Obsidian. If you want to watch it, you can watch it, but basically it's a second brain app. It's note-taking. It also has graphs. If you don't know what a graph is, maybe I can show you. If you don't know Obsidian, maybe you will be like crazy. Like all these dots are individual notes, and it shows you how they are all connected. And this is a very basic version of my graph because they are not color coordinated, but on my laptop and computer, they are color coordinated, so you can better see how everything connects together. But this is just basically where I write quick notes, where I see some stuff on other apps and I just drop them in there. I mainly use Obsidian on my desktop, so I just have it here for some quick note taking. That's the bottom row, and as you can see, I kept the last row open because I just wanted my homepage to be a little bit cleaner and I wanted to show my wallpaper, so that's why I have it clear. And yeah, for the next page, which is also the last page, I have everything on top in folders, as you can see, because I don't want to make a page for every single occasion. And I used to use the focus modes to show different pages, but I just thought that was way too convoluted. I don't like doing all that, so I put all of them in the top because my hands are small, so I can't really reach anyway, so I just put everything that I have a specific purpose for in a place that I won't usually reach. So I have my utilities, which are like maps, phone apps, delivery apps, bank apps and stuff. Don't need to show you that. And then I have my business apps, which is where Handy is, because as I said, I do have some packs that I designed and you guys can buy to support me. And yeah, and I have my education folder for all the apps I use for school. And then I have my TELUS apps because I use TELUS for my Wi-Fi and my security camera thing, and it's just all in a folder. And then I just have all of my main apps. These icons are also from the same creator, Sunny. And first of all, I have photos, which there are some things that are new. You can now use photos to track what plant a certain plant is, and you can also use it to scan laundry symbols to look at what it means. But I didn't take any pictures of those. So I'll show you another feature. You can select a subject in your photo and you can add it as a sticker. So once it's a sticker, you can use it in your message app, just so, and you can stick it to any message. And that's really cute. And speaking of message, you can also now swipe to reply, which is one of the most needed yet basic feature that I don't know why they took so long to make, but that is just infuriating how long they took, but I'm glad it's here now. So for settings, everything is pretty much still the same, except for if you have the 15 Pro phones, you will have this shortcut thing that is for the action button, and they made this so beautiful for absolutely no reason. Like no other part of the iPhone looks like this, but it's just really nice. I used to have this on camera so I could have fast access, but I found something else that I want to use it for, because for a camera you can just swipe to open it, right? But I have the shortcut for Fantastical, which is the calendar app that I use, and when I long press on this button, it will ask me to input something. So I could just add an event from here, and it will be like, it has smart recognition. So I can just say lunch tomorrow at 1, and it will automatically input that as an event. And for any to-dos, I could just type to-do at the very bottom, and I could type the date, and I could say done. And it could it will have created a task for today called testing, and it will be scheduled. And it's really nice because I always like to create tasks in case I forget anything. So then I have another bank app, and then I have maps, and then a tracker, which is a thing that I use to track my time with, which I have been slacking on, but I track the time I used for each course that I took for the assignments so that I know what my commitment is for each class. I don't want to spend too much time on each assignment. And I also have a bunch of games that I'm tracking and other stuff that I'm tracking as well, but I don't do it every single day. And I also have a widget on here. I don't know why I didn't talk about it, but you can just click on it to start a tracker. And then health, I use it to log my period. And then hey, which is my email app of choice. Files, where I save everything because I use iCloud, which they recently did expand the services of. So in the past, for your iCloud subscription, you could only have 2 terabytes, but I think now you can have up to 16 or 20 terabytes, which is great because I put a lot of stuff on there. And then everything except for Notion below here are all social media. You can all follow me, and it's just really fun to have all of these apps just in my reach. But that's just mainly my home screen now. So that's basically that for my phone. It's really minimal and simple now, and I actually didn't even have my icons set up until like a week ago because I was just tired, so I just took the chance when I got a new phone and I set those icons up, because when I was using my 14 Pro, I just didn't have the patience to set all of that up. But it is really fun once you do set all of those up. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry I didn't talk about every single iOS 17 feature because there just aren't that many updates. I really liked the check-in feature, the airdrop features, but not a lot of people are able to use it because not everyone has updated to iOS 17. So if you have friends who uses an iPhone, please urge them to update, because I do want this to be popularized and it has to make sense. It's like when airdrop first came out and I was like praying that everyone would actually use it. But yeah, that is what's on my new phone. And maybe I'll make some like reels or TikToks on some other separate features that I like for my new phone. So follow me on there, and yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching.